Hey guys, Jason here at Birchfield Family Farm in Oxford, Ohio, running grass-fed Red Devon cattle, St. Croix sheep, chickens, and pigs in a rotational grazing system. A quick video today out here in the pasture. Good word for today is Psalm 37. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they take refuge in Him. Out here today, we just got the fence moved on our livestock. Winter storm rolled through. Last night dropped about 6 to 8 inches of snow, so I wanted to do a follow-up video. I wasn't sure that we would be able to get out here and move this fence with all the snow. The fence moved just fine. I was very surprised. Sheep and cattle are grazing. You can see sheep are digging here. Seems like a little bit more so than cattle even, but -3 was the actual temperature this morning. Wind chill temperature was -18, so not quite as cold as I thought it was going to get, but still very frigid. And full disclosure, I did feed just a little bit of hay this morning because they were up around that barn and that windbreak that we did the video on yesterday. They were taking shelter away from the wind, so I wasn't sure I could make it out here this morning with those temperatures and moving this fence. It's still frigid now. I'll have to stop here because my hand is very cold. I can't film with the gloves on, and it's bad. I think we're at about a -5 right now as we speak. So the wind is bitey for sure, but we got the sunshine working for us here today. As I walk down through here, and I just wanted to point out this is working. Okay, it does work in 6 to 8 inches of snow, and with these temperatures. Had somebody ask on that last video, hey, what's wrong with barns? Why don't you keep livestock in barns? 3 primary reasons for that. I'm gonna turn around, warm up here, and we'll talk about that on the way back up. Okay, as I mentioned before, I think we're sitting about -5 to -8 right now with that wind chill. You can see the ice and the snow hanging down off the sides of the animals here. They're staying warm, getting that nose down in there in that grass and getting it done. That's what we want to see here. A little bit of horsing around even, so I know that they're off of my net. Don't you dare kick me either. Nope. Anyhow, they're getting her done. Sheep, more so, quite a bit more aggressive than cattle even. On this netting here, I wanted to show you guys. I believe I got it shut off. And also, I've got Sammer's up in the sky here somewhere. I'll get you some overhead shots today. I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay up here if those electronics can handle these temps. I don't even know if my phone will keep going here. But anyway, picking this up through that snow. We had 6 to 8 inches of snow here. I think one thing we had going for us though is that wind. It kind of kept that snow moving across the pasture here, but you can see this picks up real easily, and then still using these spikes on the electro net. So yeah, see here, cattle are a little more vocal, quite a bit more vocal than sheep, and just a little more hesitant, I would say, to really kind of get into it. They're doing it. Yeah, you can see them. Sheep. The difference here, sheep are going to paw. So, see if I can get some good shots here of the sheep. They're going to kind of paw at that snow, and they've just got no problem at all removing that snow from the grass they need to graze. And it's almost like cattle don't really paw. They're kind of going to use that nose, and they just don't seem to be quite as comfortable, though they are doing it. But one thing we notice here is, see, all this ground here was kind of, that snow was removed by the sheep. So I think the sheep are really kind of helping them out. But anyhow, today I wanted to talk about, we had that question on barns. Why not raise livestock in barns when it gets to be this time of the year? 3 primary reasons for that as I see it. And let me just state up front, if you are raising livestock in barns, this is not a video to condemn you. I certainly don't. Anybody on a small farm nowadays is a friend of ours. Okay, we got to stick together. Small farmers here, no matter how you're doing it. Okay, it's tough, and everybody's context is different too. So there's no condemnation here. I'm just sharing why we do what we do. Okay, and the first primary reason for that is minimal inputs. Your animals have 4 legs. I'm just of the opinion that they need to work for us. I'm not going to work for them. Anytime you put up a man-made structure, that means expense. Why? Because you have to take the feed to the animals. Okay, and we quote this figure often here on the channel. It's a stat from Jim Garish. On average, harvested forage is 4 times the cost of grazed forage. Animals have 4 legs. Get them out and working and harvesting for you. Again, just my opinion. Grass genetic animals here. We're in a time here with inflation and inputs where input costs continue to rise. I don't care who's saying what, talking heads on whatever channel you're watching or whatever. Inflation's still here. And I can tell you right now, my personal opinion is it's not going away. It's never been dealt with, and it's not going away. We have a Federal Reserve that's lowering interest rates. Okay, so in my opinion, there's more of the same coming down the pike. And hate to be a negative Nancy, but just the way I see it here, and we're fighting back with minimal input agriculture. Minimal input animals that do this on grass, fescue, native grasses and clovers that grow here, animals thriving on that and making high quality, high omega-3 healthy meats for family and community. And sorry, but the vampire squid is not putting any tentacles on me here, okay? Just my personal opinion. Again, you do you. You work within your context and whatever's best for your farm. That's the beauty of the American small farm, in my opinion, is we can do it how we feel is right, and that's what we're doing here. So reason number 1, minimal inputs and keeping our costs down and making our animals, really allowing them to do what they do best, which is graze. Reason number 2, behind these cattle here, this whole field is where we've been. And reason number 2, underneath that snow is a very evenly distributed base of manure that we have moved this fence every day, and animals have put their manure down all throughout this field. Meaning I have not cranked a tractor one time. We don't even own a manure spreader, okay? And all that manure is down. It'll continue to break down through those freeze and thaw cycles here. And so animals have put their own manure out for us. So manure management, or lack thereof really, is reason number 2 for me. Look at her nose. And then reason number 3 is healthier animals. So you keep animals inside, contained. You've got manure management, but you've got those fumes. You've got them in their excrement. Okay, lack of fresh air, and it's just a well-known fact. You're going to need more medicating, which nowadays too, to even get any kind of medication, you're going to need a vet, you're going to need a prescription, all kinds of input, all kinds of costs there. Those are our 3 primary reasons. And what I like best is I think it's better for the animals. I think it's healthier. I know it is. And that's what we do here, is developing grass genetic hardy seed stock here, selling primarily our St. Croix lambs in the spring. Many of you have reached out on those. We do have a waiting list, but I'm happy to provide pricing and availability. And as I said earlier, in that full disclosure here, we did feed a little bit of hay, and I probably will put a little more hay out this evening. What's the problem? Huh? How's the grass? her rumen doesn't look bad, that rumen fill. She's got some. But probably we'll also put out some of that homemade haylage. We'll mix that in. I'll probably go up there sooner than later and do that. Just so that they have that as the sun goes down tonight. Another cold one tonight. I don't think we're much above 0 degrees Fahrenheit without the wind chill. So we'll be chilly again, and just you know, giving them the feed that they need to make it work. So, you know, mentioned on that last video that we are a fan of windbreaks. If you get a chance to check that one out here, that is available. She's in a hurry. And I am also hearing, if the cattle will be quiet here, you can hear the sandhill cranes. I can just barely see them over there in the distance. Not sure if they'll show up on video here or not. There they are. Can you see them? Wow, that's pretty cool. What do you think, Pat? It's cold out here. Anyhow, we're having a good day on the farm. Again, thankful for the sunshine. Thanks, guys, for following along. We will continue to keep you posted on this stockpile grazing experiment through the year. I think it's been pretty successful so far. Definitely, this will be something we do each and every year from here on out. So, thanks for following along. Stay warm today. Be blessed and take care.